one of the biggest changes we all have to deal with in our lives is change. But we're designed not to just change on a dime. But the challenge is that we have to, because many of us come to Christ at a place we're not having an ideal, even though it was an ideal Christian environment or no Christian environment that's based on the Word of God. You come to God and you have all these ideas, these beliefs, these experiences, and you come to God that way. And if we're not careful, we're kind of like a basket full of stuff and beliefs and ideas and perspectives, and then we go to hear a sermon and we add that to our basket. I like this, I add that to my basket. No, I don't like that, I'm not going to add that to my basket right now. Not ready for that. Well, if you live life that way as a Christian, you're not following the biblical pattern. The biblical pattern is that you become transformed. Amen. It's like a caterpillar that's limited, crawling, can easily be stepped on by people walking by in their life, and get transformed into a beautiful butterfly. And that word transform in the Greek is the word where we get our word metamorphosis. A metamorphosis, a caterpillar, if you would, transforms into a beautiful butterfly that's free, fly high, colorful, go wherever he wants to go. That's the life God promised you. Amen. If we're not careful, if we don't understand some of the things we're going to talk about this month and start today, then that's so far-reaching. And then we get discouraged. And we wonder why some people walk away from God. They didn't get an understanding. For many of us who've tapped in and begin to get a better understanding and grow in some areas in their lives, I don't care what happens in your life, you not walk away from God. Can I get a witness over here? Because God has already tasted and seen that the Lord is good. So if you missed it in a little area, you're not going to blame God for that. You're going to say, Ed, get it together. I know God's good. But if you haven't matured to a level, and when I say mature, I'm not trying to put you down, but grown in a level where you can appreciate and get where it's working for you. Yes. Where it's working for you. That's the issue. You got to be working, and you got to work it. Yes. You got to work it. It don't work on its own. In fact, if you are relying upon what you get out of a sermon like today, or even a Bible study, or what you see on TV, you're not getting enough. You're not getting what you needed. You got to dig deep on your own. You got to dig. Solomon wrote a wonderful book called Proverbs. He talks about wisdom. But he said you got to go after, you got to seek after it. Amen. God says in Hebrews that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him, not casually. What are you going to say today, God? You know what? You don't want it. When you want it, you knocking. Are you following me? And so it's that steps of development when you'll grow and mature, and then you start laying aside some things.